So, hi. One of the things that I teach when I teach facials, and actually my course is called Holistic Facial Therapy, and my practice, I call it natural facial therapy. And I've been through lots of names for my therapy and what I think I'm going to call it. And I just thought like natural, all sorts, natural face rejuvenation, natural face enhancement, lots of natural face stuff. But actually, for me, it's not just about the application of these gorgeous oils and these gorgeous products that I have. And I love to shout out about them because they are really delicious. But actually, for me, skincare, I'm just putting some extra oils on. It's just lovely. The Bramley oils. What's this one? The Linden Blossom, which is lime leaves, isn't it? And lime flowers, rather. Kombucha serum. And the very gorgeous, I got the name wrong last time. I said, well, I can't remember what I said now, but it's raspberry seed illuminating facial oil. What a fabulous product this is. Apricot rose hip, it's super hydrating. Now here's the thing, is that for me, my approach to skincare, and one of the reasons that I will always do skincare in my practice and for myself in my practice is that your skin, well, first of all, I always say, look, you wear your skin every day. You're not going to save it for best. You're not saving your skin for best. You wear it every day. It's not an expensive handbag or a pair of shoes that you save. It's the one that you wear every day. So you really do need to, I invite you to invest in it and treat it really well to the best that you can possibly find, afford, or manage to. That's why I love TK Maxx, is because you can get some really nice products there without having to spend a lot of money. And also, I think the Bramley price point is actually really, really good for quality skincare. And then I've always been a fan of, like I said, of Tropic, Evolve, many others. So, but the skin for me is all about the internal environment, expressing itself externally as well. So not just about what you're putting on your skin and how your skin presents. That's why when we did macrobiotics, when I did my macrobiotic study, we did a really deep dive into skin, actually. It was a really good lesson. It was like 4 hours on skincare and how in Chinese medicine, the lung qi impacts the skin and how its misting and moisturizing impacts the skin. And as we breathe good quality fresh air and we oxygenate qi, it develops what's called wei qi. And the wei qi is the defensive qi, which is our outside layer, which is the skin. And it's a shield, it's our barrier, it's our protective layer. And to sort of keep it nourished and hydrated from the inside manifests itself on the outside. And then also just doing macrobiotics and other dietary knowledge just says, things like sugar, alcohol, coffee, red meat, dairy can often cause inflammatory responses. Certainly sugar does. I mean, the experimentation of giving up, dare I say it, shit sugar. Well, I can say it, shit sugar for 2 weeks absolutely changes your skin. We've seen that in our home with my family on that recommendation. It worked. And just, good quality products to nourish and keep the hyaluronic acid and the moisture locked in and retained and grounded within the skin and within the matrix of the fascia as well. To keep everything hydrated, and good lymphatic drainage. I've talked about that a lot. But it's not just about a facial, like, oh, have a facial. But here's the thing, facials are also profoundly relaxing. I mean, unbelievably relaxing, because we're dealing with all the cranial nerves and all the nerves that come from the brain so closely into the face. And so there are huge benefits for facial, without it just being a beauty facial where we put a lovely product on. There's so much more to it. And that's why I love to teach about holistics and the body and the internal environment and the chi and the energy. And when I do facial acupuncture, whatever that was, we're bringing a lot of chi into the face as well, to bring chi flow to the face from the lungs and from, you know, the jowl, to bring it up and out and radiant and vibrant, and the deep relaxation calms the mind, calms the nervous system, improves the shen, the spirit. You see that in the eyes after you've had a facial, and your skin is radiant. The acupuncture not only brings chi and causes vitality and radiance and glow to the face, it also, some of the threading techniques cause a little micro trauma, so that again, when you feed it with nourishing, like the kombucha serum, just is such a great product. And then some of the other beautiful products that have linoleic acid, oleic acid, reduces inflammation, nourishes the skin. Beautiful products, I must say, this Bramley. So this is not an advert actually to come and have a facial with me, but I highly recommend that you do. And then there's lots of lovely sculpting, you know, all that sculpting that you see on Instagram, like the theatrics of sculpting, and all that theatric stuff is just theatrics actually, because actually it's about stimulating blood flow, lymphatic drainage, vitality, and also the aspect of touch and relaxation. So when you see lots of theatrics, like I personally sort of tone it down. I've learned all of that. I've studied all of that, because I was like, wow, it was like a next level facial massage, and it's beautiful. And when I learned Kobido, and it's just such an art, and I love the art, and I loved it. And then the Xuan, you know, when I trained with Xuanji, and you know, they're fantastic. But some of it I do believe is theatrics. But you know, the energy and the energetics of facial also is just awesome. I love that as well. The deep relaxation, you know, sinking deep, working with the aromatics and touch, and the cranium and the cranial nerves, and everything is so beautiful. But then also restoring the internal environment and calming the lung chi, reducing any sort of anxieties that are associated with shortness of breath and heart palpitations, just reducing any levels of stress. And we know that stress causes inflammation everywhere in the body. So if you are very stressed, it's going to impact your lung chi, it's going to impact your skin, it's going to impact your digestive system, which with the large intestine in Chinese medicine also strongly correlates to the skin and its elimination. So if your bowel and your inflammatory intestines are flared up, or you're constantly causing inflammation through the intestines, it is going to show up as an eliminatory response within the skin, and where better to target than your face. And that's when you can get some of the spots and the pimples around the mouth. But then there's also hormones. You know, hormones play a huge part in the skin. Age plays a huge part in the skin, just the diminishing of fibroblasts that produce the collagen, elastin fibers. You know, they diminish as we get older. However, we can be of service to our skin with excellent hydration, good food choices, and eliminating, you know, some of those inflammatory causes, such as, like I said, dairy, stress, alcohol. We don't really smoke anymore, do we? We get over that. And everything else that perhaps doesn't go with good aging process. So yeah, you know, do have facials. Come to me for your facials. I adore doing facials. And not only do I do facials, that I do a consultation about how your internal environment is behaving according to your skin, and how I can best give you advice to support you on that and point you in the right direction for either supplements or, you know, little hacks and oils and things like that. As an aromatherapist, I'm able to blend oils for your face, you know, using beautiful oils like, you know, jojoba oil, rosehip seed oil, pomegranate oil, rose, frankincense, neroli, all these beautiful oils that just really help. And then of course, oh my goodness, throw in the Bramley oil as well, that you can use one at day and one at night. So a bit of a long one actually, when I was just, well, it's not a long one actually, not considering how much I talk, but it's an important one to consider. I hope I haven't missed anything out. Yes, just to go back to the intestines and the large intestine, that we've got, you know, the microbiome in the intestines, in the gut, and how the nervous system has this line to the brain and this bidirectional communication that we have from the brain. We've got neurotransmitters that produce serotonin within the intestines as well, so that, you know, when we are stressed or on the go and not eating properly, that it impacts those neurotransmitters that are bidirectional, that go up and down to the brain, to the gut, causing depression and low mood, or elevated mood actually. So good breathing, long deep breathing, good diaphragmatic health is really important for the space in the abdomen. It all impacts each other, so they all share the flow of energy and chi that we breathe and that we eat. You know, the stomach and spleen transport and transform chi from our food, and it elevates and through the jiao up into the lungs that mist and give this moisture throughout the body. So, you know, with poor lung chi, you're going to get very dry skin and very unprotected skin if your breath and your breathing and your environment is not of quality. So we want good quality chi and good quality blood. So good air, good lifestyle choices. This is it. It's a holistic approach to your body, which will show up on your skin and your face, and to use, like I said, beautiful products to enhance and enrich the texture, quality and feeding of the skin. Now, how to improve your lung chi, like I said, good lifestyle choices, good fresh air. Acupuncture is excellent, pranayama is excellent, breathing in good quality fresh air, out to the sea, out to the forest, out to the woods, out to the green and lovely. Cuddling dogs. I just think cuddling dogs is like your number one vagus nerve, neuro transmitter calming device. Is dogs, unless you're allergic or unless you don't like the slobber. They're just magnificent. I don't know how we got onto dogs and skin, but there you go. Right, I must go. I'm going somewhere very special actually now, and I shall share more about that on my feed, maybe my Instagram feed. But thank you for watching, and I hope it's super helpful. If you do have any questions about anything that I've talked about, you're very welcome to comment. Or contact me directly through my website. So I've got two websites. I've got the School of Fine Tuning, which is www.theschooloffinetuning.com, which is my training and my teaching, where you can learn to do facials. And then I have finetuningtreatments.com. And at finetuningtreatments.com is you find my offerings and what I'm doing. And then both appear on Instagram, so the School of Fine Tuning and Fine Tuning Treatments as well. So you can follow me and ask questions. Please do sort of subscribe and like what I'm doing, because it just sort of gets other people to see it. I'm not worried about growing my channel, or maybe it's growing my channel so that other people can see. That's what I want, is that I have a bigger reach so that people are getting this information. That's my plan, is that people know about this information and that I can be of service to help or teach. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a great day. Enjoy this spring, enjoy the sunshine. Oh, let's just have a quickie word on SPF. Like, look, SPF is really good. It's really good. Get it on. I mean, I personally don't sit in the sun for more than 10 minutes and 15 minutes at a time. So I don't always need SPF. I'm not always like in the sun. But now when the sun's coming out, then an SPF is super important. In fact, have I got one here? Oh, I have actually. I've got a little lovely SPF here. This is a 50 SkinCeuticals one. Tropic does an amazing one as well. But my gorgeous friend, she gives me this beautiful advanced brightening UV defense. So let's get a little bit of that on right away. You know, sometimes I just think our skin needs vitamin D. So to get out and just show your face to the sunshine without any protection, I think is actually very nourishing. I think it's good and healthy, but literally like I do 10-15 minutes. So if I'm going for a dog walk and the sun's out, I've got a factor 50 on. That is for sure. That is for sure. So yeah, enjoy your skin, wear it for best, treat it as best, buy the best, do the best by your skin. You know, I'm 56. I'm 56, and I've got a lot of skincare here. I'm not going to move the camera now, but I have got like a tray here full of gorgeous serums and oils and products that I really treat my skin well to. I treat my skin like, oh, I'm just going to treat you to it. Like, oh, I'm going to treat you to it. Nice little treat. I love you. See you soon. Lots of love. Have a great day. And thank you so much for watching, really.